who gonna pay? Who gonna pay for that? I'm starting to notice this growing number of individuals that don't understand why some black people are still in certain areas of the United States, why black people are still in whole states like Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, whatever. People are surprised that black people still live there. Must I remind you all that we are not that removed from slavery? And even so, that is all some people's lineages knew, is these states and these areas where their family tried to resettle or come up after slavery. We are not that removed. I, for one, am still in the area. I moved 20 minutes. My families have moved 20 minutes away from the country town, it's right down the road, where all of my people on both sides of my family moved after emancipation. And so with that, when those families moved over here and settled here, were free, but they still had to deal with the KKK. Well, the KKK didn't exist quite yet, but not too long after, they had to deal with the KKK. They didn't have any money. They came here to work. They didn't have any money. There was laws against them being able to own property in certain places. There was laws about them being able to walk on the streets and do regular stuff. And when I go back on Ancestry and I look at all the censuses and stuff, my people were farmers for a long time. So I'm saying all this to say, why are we surprised that certain people are just now getting out of these places, or generations like my generation are the ones to finally be able to elevate and move around? The generations before us didn't always have that mobility, especially when it comes to them maybe having children younger, getting married younger, having kids and all that, and then it's like, oh, I gotta take care of these kids. I can't just pick up and go, and there was no, with no support, who gonna pay? Who gonna pay for that? So I find it very ignorant and out of touch to say things like, we still living in Mississippi? Yes. Because even apart from all the financial reasons and stuff, that's all some people know. They were born, raised, and they're going to die in some of these states. And I don't understand why we have to leave. Because if we get in this mindset that we always have to flee where there's a little bit of conflict, we will never find a home. Because colonization can touch every little piece of this world, near about. And that's why our ancestors fought. They didn't flee. That's why where I am in Louisiana, the reason I can live here is because my ancestors fought. And that fight it wasn't always physical. Sometimes that fight was keeping their head down and surviving another day and being able to still raise their family and support their family and stay alive. Fighting back looked like voting. And fighting back looked like staying where you are and not allowing anyone to tell you can't stay there because of your skin color. So yes, there is still, actually, most of the black population is on this northeastern, and this eastern coast and the south. That's where most of us are. So why are we even surprised that there's going to be a dense population of black people in places like Mississippi and Louisiana and Alabama and Arkansas? Why are we surprised about that? Again, we are not that removed from slavery. It has not been that long ago. We need to think.